the touring ski. What exactly is a touring ski? Of course, this is all a modern variant, but it's based on traditional skiing as they did in Scandinavia, even with animal skins underneath the wooden skis. And they actually still want to make some wooden skis, but that's coming up. I think it's the case that the Europeans mainly go on skis, while the Americans mainly go on snowshoes. Of course, I'm European, so I would fancy the skis over the snowshoes. Let's do a quick demonstration what makes a touring ski. Basically, the ski here is an all-mountain modern ski. So it's suitable for on the piste, quite an impact on the environment. But anyways, that's how I learned skiing as well, and it was great times. Anyways, it's an all-mountain ski, a little bit broader so already for off-piste skiing, but not too broad because you don't want it too heavy weight. Then the binding is very specific for touring. So it's a lightweight binding, much lighter weight than, for example, a normal piste ski. So how does this work then? It has two modes, either for going up the mountain or down the mountain. The boot clicks into here the front, like that, and then if you go into touring mode, you lock this down like that, and now you're quite secure there in the front. Now the back just stays loose, so that way your foot can move up and down on the ski. A normal piste ski can't do this. Even the boot has a little mode here to go in hiking or in ski mode. If you open this, lock comes up and this can move a little bit, so you can walk. To get some grip, like this, the ski is for downhill, so it's very smooth. You wouldn't be able to have any grip for going up. So then you have here the skins. They are put up if you go up the hill. They just clamp on the front and you clamp them on the back, and then there is some kind of resinous stuff here that kind of sticks to your ski, and that way you put a skin underneath the ski. And how it works is that the hairs of the skin all go that way, and that means that if you press down you have grip, and if you go that way your ski will move. It's of course a synthetic skin, not an animal skin, but it would work with animal skin as well. So that way we have grip in the snow but don't lose any of our momentum when we go forward. Woohoo! These skins are definitely not as smooth as complete ski mode, you know. Then if you go steep up a mountain, then the boot would be like that. You have a mode here that you can click this like that, and then your boot sinks less down, so it's more comfortable like that. One more thing now, I will take here out of this little bag the crampons. They lock into the boot like that, the boot goes over that, and like this now we have a lot of grip sideways if we're on a very steep icy slope. I should be careful to not scratch my mother's floor here. I didn't use them on the latest trip, so could have left them at home, but you know, you don't know what kind of conditions you're gonna be into, so they're handy to have. Then we go in downhill mode. That means that in this case we take the lock a bit off, because that way this can go open if a lot of pressure comes on it, and when we fall we want our skis to go out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now on the back we also turn in this case the binding around, so these pins are here, and we also release the brakes of the ski, so when the ski would go out, these brakes stop it from sliding all the way down the hill. And like this now we can lock. It's a bit hard to do so without any weight. Very hard. Oh, that's it now, locked. We also lock the boot then in place, so like this the boot is all stiff, completely attached to the skis, and like that we can carve down the mountain. When you really go in high Alps, steep mountain territory, you need some safety equipment and actually some good training as well. These are your 3 security items when you're with a group. That is the avalanche beeper. Everyone carries with them, and you can track each other if you're underneath the snow. I'm not going into detail into that now, but it's an expensive item and it's kind of compulsory in an alpine environment when you go off-piste skiing. Then the zonde, I don't know the English word, but it's like a long stick that you can fold out and you can poke in the snow to find this person in the avalanche. And of course the shovel. So these are basically the 3 safety items in an avalanche risky terrain. Of course you need very good training then. What kind of environmental conditions you shouldn't ski to avoid being in an avalanche. So you need some proper training for that. That's just a basic demonstration of touring skiing. But you know, it's quite expensive. You need quite a bit of gear. Also considering the avalanche safety. The beeper can be quickly like a 300 euros only for the beeper. In my student times I was with the Alpinist Club. That's how I got into this kind of touring skiing thing. And also my father inspired me, because he was always the guy, you know, who didn't go with the lift up the mountain, but he was the one sweating on the sideline, you know, walk on the skis. That was cool. At the time we laughing at daddy, but now he's my hero like that. Okie doke. Folks, be sure to check out the whole winter series, especially of course the multi-day ski touring winter camping related to this video and igloo building in the Central European wilderness. Woohoo!